Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your army decks, dominate opponents in player versus player action, collect and upgrade cards to fit your strategy, improve their power and unlock unique traits. Choose from all 40k factions, take part in campaigns based on iconic 40k battles, rise to the top of the leaderboard and win glory. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 1750 points, Drukhari versus Adeptus Mechanicus. Alright, so welcome to this 1750 point game, Adeptus Mechanicus versus Drukhari. This is a friendly game here. The intention, I think, with the Adeptus Mechanicus is to overhaul the army. I've brought out units that I already have in my collection, so you recognise a lot of these from previous games. The knight's been dropped, so it's a big gap created in the army now, so we've lowered the points down to 1750 points. And the intention is to see what units need to be added in, and to gauge here, I've got an idea, but some of these units I think are going to be dropped to make way for some brand new units being added in. So exciting times here for Adeptus Mechanicus. They're on the brink here, on the verge of a major army overhaul here. So a bit of a tactical battle report here and a chance to start the process of revamping this Adeptus Mechanicus army. So there are some amazing units available for Adeptus Mechanicus from the last wave of releases that came out, flyers and cavalry and so on. Got my eye on some of those units, an idea of what kind of units to add in. So for those of you that follow Adeptus Mechanicus, the intention, the first sign of a new list will appear on the Plus channel. I'll do an army development video, we'll break down a brand new list. Got a pretty good idea of what it's going to be, and that'll be open for discussion and changes and adjustments and so on as this new Adeptus Mechanicus force begins to form. But for now, I'm going to run the units that I have and see how they get on. A tough fight for them here against the Drukhari. So just before I run through the list, I mentioned the patrons at gold level. It's on the Patreon page, so it's Andrew Swan, Chris Heem, Frank Vivecki, Jordan Russell, Bob Long Boy, Justin Burton, Longbow BB, Luke Schwengel, Marcus Anthony, Maxfield Knuckles, Michael Fry, Nathan Scrizuti, Nicholas Lucas, Paul Cook, Ray Cross, Tyler Summers, Will Wright, Dylan Moore, and a new gold level supporter as well, Samuel Penunuri, I think it's pronounced, and for him. So each gets a Patronic dice to use at some point during the game to help out either side. I'll call out the names of those supporting at silver level at the end of the battle, and thanks also to those supporting at bronze, and all the names of all the patrons are in the end credits of the video. All the proceeds on the Patreon page go to my local War Games Club, SSWG. So for this Adeptus Mechanicus force, 9 CP available for them. So running a double patrol, just with the structure, I've got a few too many HQ choices to make up the points to 1750, and then an extra warlord trait being taken, dropping down to 9 CP available. I'm going to run these as Mars. They're painted up for that, and I do quite like the Mars abilities here. So Scutari units get Canticles of the Omnissiah. Whenever a unit shoots or fights, it can reroll one hit roll, so may be useful for some of the units carrying heavy weapons. And then they get access to the Wrath of Mars stratagem as well. So then HQ choices, just running 2 Tech Priest Engine Seers here. Belisarius Call, who'll be the Warlord. For him, that's -1 damage against him, and his Invuln save goes up to 4+. Then also running a Tech Priest Dominus here, giving him the Red Axe Relic, an extra 3 attacks, AP -5, damage 2. And then the Warlord trait Necromechanics, when he restores wounds, it's a guaranteed 3 wounds instead of D3. Then on to troops choices, 2 units of Rangers. I've maxed out here, or gone for larger squads of 10, 2 Transonic Arquebuses in each of those squads, and then also taking non-specs as well as ignoring the benefits of light cover when they shoot. Also taking a unit of Vanguard, a unit of 10, 2 Plasma Calivers in each of those squads, the rest equipped with Radium Carbines. The rest of the infantry here for the Rangers, all equipped with Radium Carbines as well. So that's the infantry, just larger squads here. Also taking a unit of Cataphron Breachers. So I am taking the heavy arc rifles. I think they've improved to some degree. So for example, force to wound, guaranteed against vehicles, straight damage 3 for them. It's a bit more potent against armoured targets. And then gone for hydraulic claws on these this time for their close combat weapon unit, 6 of those. Then across here onto elites as a unit of infiltrators, taser goads and flechette blasters for them, a unit of 10. Then a unit of 10 rush stalkers. Don't particularly rate those still. I'm not convinced they're that great here, even with the new codex. We're going to run 10 of those. It's all equipped with cord claws and transonic razors for them. Then for fast attack, 2 individual dragoons equipped with the taser lances for them. And then finally 3 Onaga Dune Crawlers here, all equipped with Daedalus missile launchers, Gatling rocket launcher, and twin Icarus autocannons for each of those. That's the list here of the Adeptus Mechanicus, boasting some decent firepower here, but we'll see how well it copes with the Drukhari, and then also some units that are quite happy to fight in close combat as well. But experimental game, this one, perhaps dreading it against the Drukhari. They do have a reputation on the channel here at the moment, but we'll see how well the Adeptus Mechanicus do. They have a new codex. We'll see if it helps them against the Drukhari. Alright, so 1750 points of Drukhari. Had to drop a couple of units here to bring the points total down. Tom Covey is going to run the Drukhari here in this game. He's been asking to run these. He's been up against them a number of times. Has been looking forward to actually commanding this force. So happy to run these against the Adeptus Mechanicus. But 2 new codexes here. Both sides, quite fair really. Both sides boasting new codexes here in this game. So Drukhari here, it's a raiding force. 2 patrols, so not costing any points. 2 extra warlord traits being taken, an extra relic, so 9 command points available here for this Dark Kin army. The first patrol is Carbler of the Poisoned Tongue, so all the poisoned weaponry will be coming in at 3+ to wound instead of 4+. HQ choices, 1 Archon being taken here, upgrading him to a Master Archon, giving him a Husk Blade and a Blast Pistol. The Master Archon ability unlocks Warlord traits and relics, also lets him fight twice once during the game. So Warlord trait for him is Ancient Evil, forcing an enemy unit in contact with him to fight last in close combat, and then the relic upgrading his Husk Blade to a Jinn Blade. Then in this patrol is Drazar, Master of Blades. I have taken his Warlord trait, Hatred Eternal, so he gets to reroll all of his hit and wound rolls. Then on to troops choices, 3 units of Carblight Warriors, 2 units of 5, so Splinter Rifles for all of those, and then a blaster in each of those squads. Then across here, a unit of 10, upgraded them to Trueborn, 2 blasters, and then also a Dark Lance in that squad as well, the rest equipped with Splinter Rifles. Then in this detachment as well, I've put the Incubi. This is a squad of 5 over there. Now, amongst all of those units, been able to take dedicated transports here, so 4 Venoms in total, all equipped with the double splinter cannons, and then 2 Raiders being taken, both taking Dark Lance on each of those. A Ravager also in this patrol as well, taking 3 Dark Lances, and then finally 1 Void Raven Bomber. Had to drop the second one here for this game just for the points. Bare bones, just with its standard equipment, no missiles for that. And then finally, as a smaller patrol here, it's a Witch Cult, Cult of the Red Grief. It's a +2 to advance rolls and reroll charges for these units as well. The HQ choice is a Succubus here. So for her, Warlord trait is Precision Blows. A 6+ in close combat turns into mortal wounds relative to the weapon. So it's a damage 3 weapon that she's carrying. So any 6+ to hit will become 3 mortal wounds coming through, and then also the Bloodglaive relic being taken for her. It also has a blast pistol. And then 2 units of witches, 2 units of 5, so both equipped the same. Just Hecatari Blade here and Splinter Pistols, and then Hecatrix in each squad carrying a blast pistol and Agonizer. And then really the only other part to mention here is the Reavers. So a squad of 9, 3 Heat Lances being taken for them. So we've rolled up for combat drugs, Hypex +2 move, +1 attack, Adrenal Light here for the Reavers. Then +1 toughness, +1 weapon skill here for this squad of witches, +1 strength and +1 ballistic skill for this squad. And then I've chosen the combat drug for the Succubus, +1 attack being granted to her. So that's the list here for the Drukhari. They have done well in our games so far. Some very nasty HQ choices available to them. Admech will need to try and peel the layers of this onion to try and get through to these HQ choices to try and stop them if they can, and try and survive the nasty firepower that Drukhari have as well. But that's the list. We'll take a look at scenario and deployment now for this battle. Alright, so we have a scenario here for this game. It's Scorched Earth here, randomly determined from the 40k mission pack here at Grand Tournament 2020. So deployment zones look something like this. Adeptus Mechanicus a bit at this end, 12 inches in. There's no man's land, and then marked with the yellow dice is the deployment for the Drukhari. There's 6 objectives on the board, so we're going around in a circle here, 3 on each flank. So objective markers here, here, and here on the left hand side for the Admech, and then 1 just tucked in the buildings here, 1 on the right hand side there, and then 1 over just on the edge of Tom's deployment zone. So 6 objectives. For take and hold, at the start of your command phase, if you control 1 or more objective markers, it's worth 5 points. 2 or more is worth another 5 points on top of that, and if you control more than the opponent, it's worth another 5 points on top of that. So there is a secondary here unique to this mission, which is raised, trying to take out one of the opponent's objective markers, but both of us not going for that. Secondaries have been chosen. Drukhari have gone for engage in all fronts, that's the control of table quarters. Then take them alive, the one unique to the Drukhari Codex, and then deploy scramblers as well. So that's performing an action in 3 parts of the board to unlock 10 points. Take them alive, what does that mean?
3 points for killing characters in close combat.
Yes.
And 1 point for killing a normal unit in close combat.
Oh, right, fine. Okay, yeah,
so
makes sense.
I think it's infantry unit, so you can get up to 4, I think, from the way reading it, because it's 2 bullet points.
Yes.
4 per turn.
Fine, okay, so that's the secondary chosen for Tom. And then for the Adeptus Mechanicus, engage in all fronts. I can try and spread out across the board here. And then raise the banners, I think makes sense. These 2 just on the edge of our deployment zone, and then bring it down. So points for destroying vehicles. I've just been covering terrain. Going to play all this as Munitorum armoured containers across here and here. Usual rules for craters dotted about the board. And then for these pieces of terrain, the taller bits, this one, and this one across here, we're going to play as obscuring terrain just to create some line of sight blocking terrain on the board here as well. That's the scenario and the terrain. We'll start alternating placing units on the board. Right, just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. So the battle mat's from GameMat.eu, one of their desert terrain sets, using much of my custom built desert terrain here, but also using some of the industrial terrain set here from GameMat.eu as well. So these buildings here, the one across the other side, these green boxes as well from that terrain set by GameMat.eu as well. So you can check them out for supplies of battle mats. Loads of different battle mats available from them now, and all sorts of different sizes. Double-sided mats available as well, and then a wide variety of pre-painted terrain sets available from them as well. Links in the video description below. So on deployment, just to mention, I bumped up my command points total to 11. I reckon I can run this as a battalion, because instead of going for 2 patrols, because you can take these as HQ choices without occupying a slot. So I've actually got 2 HQs, and those 2 don't count towards the total number of HQs in the detachment. Just a correction there, but a few extra command points unlocked for the AdMech here. We'll start alternating placing units on the board. Alright, so deployment is done for both sides here. Adeptus Mechanicus spreading out from one side of the board to the next. So obviously in this game here, objectives on both flanks. So Adeptus Mechanicus putting emphasis here on the left hand side, and also on the right hand side as well, so looking to push around like a pincer manoeuvre on both sides. So a Dragoon on the extreme left hand side. There's no real advantage for keeping these clustered together anymore, so the Dune Crawlers spreading out, one here and one joining this left hand force as well. Rush Stalkers in amongst the rocks here, making use of the line of sight blocking terrain. Breaches here, Belisarius Call, he can give them some bonuses in the game, and then one of the Tech Priest engines is next to the Dune Crawler. So that's sort of this section across here. Then a cluster of infantry, 2 units of Rangers, 1 and 2, Tech Priest Dominus with them, Vanguard just in front, and then on the right hand side the 3rd Dune Crawler, and then a Dragoon. And then thinking about what to do with the infiltrators. You can't deep strike them anymore, but you can infiltrate with them, and so I've gone aggressive, hoping perhaps that we can go first in this game, and they've planted themselves on this objective here. Even if we go second, it's something for the Drukhari to try and deal with immediately, so that's the idea of those. Going to push them up aggressively on this right hand side. But just commenting on the Adeptus Mechanicus, 1750 points, there's a lot of stuff for them on the board. We'll go around to the other side of the table and take a look at Tom's deployment next. So for the Drukhari, Tom clustering together, but he has speed on his side here. These units can move very, very fast indeed. So clustering around the middle and left-hand side of the table. So a Venom with Carbonite Warriors inside. Bikers are just here. Remember, this is line of sight blocking terrain. And then 2 Raiders. One at the front has someone inside. Trueborn. Yep. So inside this one is the
I'll pop him on there.
Trueborn.
So
yes, no, we'll mark up which one's which. And the one just behind that's got Drazar, Master of Blades, and the Incubi inside with them as well. So then there's a Ravager here, just on the terrain. Venom. Empty this one.
That was empty.
Yes, we'll explain why in just a moment. Then inside here, Carbonite Warriors inside this Venom. And then squad of 5 Witches with the Succubus with them as well. So in reserve is the Flyer, so the Void Raven Bomber in reserve, and then this unit of Witches, all these other units inside the transport vehicles. This unit of Witches Thomas put into reserve to arrive to help with deploy scramblers at some point during the game. Okay, so that's deployment done for both sides. Honestly, no idea how this is going to go. It's all experimental at this stage.
First turn.
I was going to, yes, turn 1 is actually going to be very important here in this game.
Scared me a little bit.
Okay, Tom's been scared here. Unknown quantity of the Adeptus Mechanicus. So an experiment about to take place. No doubt the AdMech High Command will be taking note of what goes on here. But a chance to shoot some pirates. Looking forward to this. We'll roll up then. Tom will take the orange Xenos Scum die. Oh no.
Normal tradition. Bob Long Boy.
Bob Long Boy. Always gets the result that you need. As I'll hold off with Patronic Help for now. I'll take one of these Forge Bane dice here. We'll let Tom roll up to see what he gets. 5. Oh yes, Tom wants to go first. Bob Long Boy agrees. So I'm going to roll up here. Oh, it is a 5. Oh no. You can keep rolling Bob Long Boy if you want to, but it's going to force the reroll here. After you, Pirate Scum. It's a 2. No. It's a 4. We'll go first.
No.
Right, we're going to try and blow the pirates off the table if we can. There's some line of sight blocking trains that AdMech will need to manoeuvre, but we've got turn 1, a chance to see what the infiltrators can do. We're going to go on to the first turn of the game. AdMech going a bit aggressive here. Turn 1 for the Imperium coming up next. All right, so on turn one, just about to start the command phase here for the Adeptus Mechanicus. But this is sort of Adeptus Mechanicus week here on the channel, so there should be some new painting tutorials available for them on the channel, showing you how to paint up one of these Dune crawlers. There's also a tutorial for Belisarius Call, and then there's also a tutorial for painting up the Vanguard here as well. So loads of resources if you like the look of the Adeptus Mechanicus here, painted up for Mars. Then check out the tutorials that will guide you through the whole process for painting multiple units here from this collection. Okay, so on the first battle round, there's a few things to cover. We've gone for Benediction of the Omnissiah just here, so that's reroll 1 hit roll, a wound roll, and a damage roll per unit.
Per unit? So that's like everyone's got Victor of the Blood games. A better version of Victor of the Blood games.
It's looking pretty good.
That's phenomenal.
That's Canticles. It's because we've gone for Mars. As our units, Skitarii units, gain Canticles of the Omnissiah, so it's going to spread across all these units. Here, the only non-Skitarii unit is these breaches just here. Haven't gone for any Doctrine Imperatives yet. There's pluses and minuses going on here. If we go for +1 ballistic skill, it will be -1 to our weapon skill, and we'll keep the weapon skill here for this unit across here. So we're going to stick as we are, keep the best of both worlds at this point. So the only thing we have in play at the moment is Benediction of the Omnissiah. Then in the command phase, a core unit, which is these, Belisarius Call, has blessed them. They're going to get to reroll all of their hit rolls if somehow they get involved in close combat. Tech Priest Engine Seer, blessing this Dune Crawler, +1 to ballistic skill. We've awakened the machine. The same being done across here with him. And something else, we were talking about Belisarius Call. He can restore wounds on this unit, but he can't bless them because they're not a core unit. So really, perhaps he should have been across here, but he can still help out with this unit. So a bit out of position, Belisarius Call. Perhaps he should have been across here. This isn't a core unit, so he's not going to be able to help them out here with the other blessing that he's able to grant. But he's going to help out the Rust Stalkers here. May well get him to...
Can maybe just keep them up to date with their antivirus software.
He can sliver across to here maybe to correct the wrong positioning of Belisarius Call, but we're going to have a big learning curve here for the Adeptus Mechanicus. We're going to movement. There's something else that's been done as well. The Rangers have made their 3-inch move that they have before the first turn begins. So command phase finished. I think everything's done. So we're going to movement now for the Adeptus Mechanicus. Right, so movement's complete here for the Adeptus Mechanicus. So Infiltrators moving around, 8-inch move from them, shifting across in this direction. Dragoons advanced, moving up quickly behind them. Dune Crawler here, moving through the terrain. Next to him is the Tech Priest Engine Seer. Vanguard have moved out, regular move from those. Then it's this squad here of Rangers moved round and raising the banners on this home objective. Tech Priest Dominus has moved on top of that. Rangers here as infantry moving through and around, keeping those still. The 2 equipped with the Transonic Arquebus sniper rifles. Rust Stalkers, an advanced move, made 10 inches in total, shifting across in this direction. This Dune Crawler here has swung around to try and get around the line of sight blocking terrain to see through in this direction. Breaches moving forwards, running into the terrain just here. Belisarius Call just behind. Belisarius Call raising the banners, we reckon that doesn't cancel out their benefit. Not going to need it anyway.
I think it cancels out auras. So I don't think it's going to matter anyway. Like you said, they're not going to get any
but if you know the answer to that, leave it in the comment section. If performing an action means that you drop a benefit that's received in the command phase. We don't think so, but if you know otherwise, leave that in the comment section. Then move around here. Again, another Dune Crawler moving around. Tech Priest moving along. And then Dragoon an advanced move, claiming this objective on this extreme left-hand flank. But talking about the Dune Crawlers, I used to keep them clustered together, but it caused a bit of a problem when the opponent was able to get units in amongst them, shooting at one, tapping out another and so on. But they're now spread out across the board, so may well prove a bit more difficult to try and take them out in close combat. Movement done. Adeptus Mechanicus surging ahead here, going after the Drukhari. We're going to no psychers here for either side, so straight into cold, raw, unforgiving Imperial firepower. Okay, so shooting phase will start off with the Infiltrators. They've been bold enough to get close enough to the Drukhari here. We're playing her off of Mars. Stratagem only costs us 1 CP. We're power rating 8, and it costs 2 CP if you're 11 or more. So 50 shots with the flechette blasters. We're going to go into the venom. Alright, so it's -1 to hit roll. 50 shots. The pistol 5. It's looking for 4s. It's -1 to hit Tom with his.
And it's 6s to hit or 6s to wound.
6s to wound. Yeah. Okay. I think I rolled that over. It was on a, or re-roll it. Yes, I thought it was a 6. And then we're looking for 4s. Just those. This is half the dice so far. 6s are good. Oh dear, just the one.
One more so far?
Yeah.
And is it in addition? I believe it's in addition.
Yes, I think it is. Yes.
So I get my normal save?
So you get 4 normal saves of...
These are toughness 5, aren't they? So 4 normal saves of 3 up, is it?
4s, I think, yeah.
You can tell how much I use Drukhari. So that's 3 wounds gone so far.
Okay. Half destroyed, so we'll go again. Rinse and repeat. Just looking for 4s. Okay, take all those away. And those. It's capped at 6 more to win, so we've only got 1 so far. Damn, there's 2 more. And a total of 5 more saves, so we should get him.
Thanks, Luke. Because that actually helps me.
Destroyed him. Okay, so he's gone. Is the unit inside? Yeah, it's Carbolight Warriors.
So do I blow up, first of all? No.
No.
And then unit inside.
5 models. So 1's models will be slain. And then Tom's going to... Oh, I know what he's thinking of maybe doing. He might try and string out to block the charge, but all good. We'll let him deploy the models here. He's always got a trick. He's trying to string them out to try and block the charge. Yeah, no, it makes sense.
I need to place them before I remove, so I should have done that first.
3 inches, yeah. It's from the tip of the wing there, and then model removed from play. Okay, not too bad. That Wrath of Mars helping out. I needed that stratagem though to destroy that vehicle, so it's a CP well spent. We'll press on. Plenty of firepower to come here. Okay, so next up, this Dune Crawler here can see through to the Ravager over there. So I'm going to offload everything that we have. So first thing is the Daedalus missile launcher, so 1-shot weapon. Needing a 4. Yes, it's 3s to hit. It's +1 to hit aircraft, which you're not, so it's just straight 3s to hit. And then Tom's played Lightning Fast, yeah, for -1. So 6s hit. Then we're going to try and wound on a 3. Which we don't. We'll use up our Benediction of the Omnissiah for this unit, which now does wound. It comes through. Tom will take a 5+ invuln save. Which he passes. Oh, that's D6 damage. Okay, and then we'll go for the Gatling rocket launcher. It's named 4s. I'll save all of that here.
You can reroll.
For the autocannon.
Alright. I'm with you.
That is, now what strength is that? Strength 6. Toughness, it could be 6 on that thing. I think it's a little bit tougher than the other vehicles. Yeah, it is toughness 6, so we're going to go straight to autocannon. I've got a couple of reroll hit rolls available here. So we'll do this one for Mars, and then we'll do this one for the Doctrine Imperative. Oh, okay, and then I'm going to try and wound on 3s. I've already used up my wound roll, so 2 make it through. It's AP minus, it's down to 5+ invuln saves. Failed, 2 damage each, so 4 wounds taken. It's a start here, just a grinding process against the Ravager. Okay, breaches next. We're saying with the terrain here, it's models touching the terrain, get shoot through, and there's a bit of line of sight involved here as well. It's just 3 of them could see. They're going to go after this raider across just here. That's the one with the true ball inside. So I need 4s. And then it's just 4s to wound. 1 comes through.
Do they get the rerolls?
No, they don't get anything, I don't think, because they're not Skitarii, no.
No, 3. So
Yeah, well, we'll just check if they get that wound, because they are benefiting from Canticles. No, because it's Skitarii units get the Canticle. They do get it here, because they have Canticles of the Omnissiah ability. So I'm going to reroll one of these wounds, and it does wound.
And you can reroll one of the hits as well.
For the canticle, yes.
Yeah.
So this is one of the reroll hits. No. So they're all good.
One's through, the other one's fine.
Right, okay. 3 damage, yes, against vehicles. We're talking about Ballistari units, I think. Just with the ability to reroll, hit roll, wind roll, and a damage roll.
Yeah.
They would be nasty. Okay, that's the unit.
Every list should have 3 units of 2 Lascannon chickens in them.
Less cannon chickens.
Yeah,
Okay. We'll go for this Dune Crawler here. It's going to fire through against the Raider that's taken damage already. So, Daedalus misses. We'll use up our hit roll on that, which then does hit. Fails to wound, which I'll use up our wound. That comes through. Starting to see it's quite particularly effective on these. 5+ invuln save, an important one. No. Do you want to command reroll that one, Tom, with a bit of patronic help? As I've got D6 damage, rerollable. Tom shakes his head in despair.
Everything rerollable.
In fact, I've got a damage roll, rerollable, and I could even bring in a bit of patronic help, so I'm going to get that 6 damage.
I'm going to go for Dylan Moore.
Dylan Moore. 5+ required from him. As he intervenes in our game. No. Okay. So we'll go for Samuel Penunuri. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Penunuri. Damage. 5. We'll keep that. Ouch. 5 wounds coming through. Down to 2 wounds left. A good debut for the patronic dice here from Samuel. Well done to him. Dropping down to 2 wounds left. Right, next, Gatling rocket launcher. Yep, keep going. That's all wounded. Straight onto invuln saves. 1 damage, 3 of them. Blocked on all 3. Good for you, Tom. Well done. Auto cannons next. I'll reroll one of these hit rolls. This is a Raider, so it's actually 3s to hit. And say something we haven't done on him. +1 to the hit rolls. From him. Yes, we're learning. We'll bypass it. We'll keep going. So looking for wounds now. 2 wounds do come through. Invuln saves here. Got to pass both. It's 2 damage. So Raider destroyed.
No.
Okay, and the occupants can be 11 models inside. Drukhari being shot before they have a chance to move here by an already aggressive version of the Adeptus Mechanicus. We'll let Tom decide what to do. He's got to roll up to see if models are slain and then think about deploying models as well.
They go particularly well.
Tom's saying that the AdMech firepower's starting to bite.
Deal with Drukhari,
shoot them.
Either way.
Okay.
Shoot them and re-roll everything.
Yes, we're starting to see a lot of rerolls going on. So maybe explain what's going on here with these rerolls, just so that people can keep track of what's going on. So the way it's working is I'm running Skitarii. The dogma for them is Masters of the Forge. Skitarii units gain Canticles of the Omnissiah, and then each time a unit of this dogma is selected to shoot or fight, you can reroll a hit roll. So I'm getting one of my hit rolls rerolled, and then because I'm playing Canticles of the Omnissiah, Benedictions of the Omnissiah, I'm getting another reroll 1 hit roll per unit, also a wound roll, and then a damage roll as well. So there's multiple reroll shenanigans going on here as the AdMech try and coordinate some decent firepower, but it's been amplified by the fact I'm running Mars here for these Skitarii units. So press on. There's some firepower across here. We've still got him to go. Remember the +1 on him for his firepower coming through. Plus there are any models slain, Tom? For your He's going to roll up. Got some infantry squads here available, but line of sight is a bit of an issue for them.
No.
None. Well done. Okay, so no models slain.
At least when I use your Drukhari, they know how to get out of transports and not blow up.
Yeah, so far, yes.
So far, yeah.
We've had a few games. Yeah, we've had a few games where units of or vehicles have detonated multiple times, but nothing so far as the AdMech firepower comes in against the Dark Kin. We'll maybe go for firepower from him next. So I'm going to go into that Ravager. There's 7 wounds to try and pick off against that. We'll throw everything into it. Daedalus missile launcher hitting on 4s becomes 3s with his blessing that's been granted. It's still missed. We'll use up one of our hit rolls, which we then just about get a hit. 3s to wound, which have failed again. We'll use that for the Canticle, which has come through yet again. 5+. Oh, it's blocked without Patronic help. The D6 rerollable damage roll avoided. Gatling rocket launcher. Looking for 3s, 4s, 2. Blocked 1. A wound chipped off, down to 6. Don't think we're going to bring this thing down. Let's roll exceptionally well here with our autocannon shots. They've all hit this time. 3s to wound at strength 7. They have all wounded. All of a sudden, it could be trouble. Yeah, that's all right. That was a 5 or a 6. That's okay. So 4 damage comes through, down to 2 wounds left. That's the Ravager in serious trouble. It has survived so far, but its ballistic skill is going to be affected here. Okay, next up, unit of Rangers. They can see through to the Ravager, so we'll fire over against him. So this is the Transonic Arquebus, 2 of them. 2 5s is 2 hits, 3s for wounds. I'll reroll that one for my Canticle. Yes, they come through. It's AP -2, I think, so 5 plus in 1 saves. E1 makes it through. D3.
Oh, okay.
D3 damage. Is that my wound roll?
Sorry?
That was my wound roll, wasn't it? There's a mortal wound. Which means...
Doesn't block.
You're guaranteed to die, that's right. Yes, because it's... Okay. Ravager gone. Swiftly another Drukhari vehicle destroyed here. So I think that's firepower coming to an end here. These are performing the action. Volkite blasts, no target. No range on them. Then across here, can't see. And then the other model that could see the Ravager was in range, but target destroyed. So firepower is complete here for the Adeptus Mechanicus. We'll prepare to go on to charges. An aggressive unit of infiltrators moving up, poised and ready to charge. But Adeptus Mechanicus, impressive enough with their firepower here. A combination of a Canticle and Mars causing trouble here for the Drukhari right from the start of the game. We'll go on to charges for the AdMech next. Okay, right, Captain Shenanigans at work here. Tom's pulled out the dastardly trick against the infiltrators. The charge has gone ahead. I'll go around to the other side of the table and you can see what Tom has done. So 6-inch charge, -2. We've made it into contact here. We've pushed models around and through, but as we've done so, Tom, let me make my move first, and then he's just tucked in there. It's the Archon. So he's equipped with a decent enough weapon. His Master Archon, once per game he can fight twice, plus his Warlord trait will force these to fight last. So coming to the rescue here with the Archon against the infiltrators. Good move. I was looking forward to letting these showcase what they can do, but Tom's interrupting play, and we'll try and put a stop to this infiltrating nightmare that's taking place. So we'll let Tom fight back with his units. That means the Reavers as well. They're going to get to pile in an attack here against infiltrators. I've got a feeling they're going to take a battering here. They may even be wiped out before they have a chance to strike. Okay, so Tom trying to figure out what the best orders to go for here. You were thinking about going with those first.
Yeah, I was thinking about going with these first to try and at least kill one. And then if I at least killed one, then I can use the Prey on the Weak stratagem to reroll all hits against these guys. But then I realised that you can't actually reroll any hits against these guys.
All wounds. Electrostatic disruption or something it's called. One of the new rules for the infiltrators. So yeah, tricky unit to
then it's
take
trying
on.
To work out which ones to go first with. I've decided I'm going to go with the bikes. So
they have Adrenaline, extra attack for them. Needing
3s?
3s, yes. Using the trusty Xenos dice. There's a lot of... there's actually a whole load of mist.
They're never,
no, not too bad.
Never trusty the Xenos dice.
Okay.
That's a charm.
Blade Veins, just 3s to wound. An AP -1. 6 is a -2. In total with Blade Artists, but it doesn't matter as such because we're just going to take a 5+ invuln save on...
I'm going to kill too many.
14 saves.
I think, yeah.
Uh-oh. I think you're safe, Tom. I'll roll these 12 and then need to reroll some more. Okay, so we've failed. We're going to lose models here. Plus the other one, that's 5 dead and a wound on another. So this is going to be an issue for the Archon here. So Infiltrator's taken a heavy hit here, but look, they're too far away from the Archon for his nasty attacks in close combat. So, yeah.
But, I mean, that frees up the bikes now, so the bikes can do what they want.
Yeah, bikers are untouched. I mean, that was part of the rescue plan here. They've not been affected. Haven't had a chance to get our attacks off against the bikers. We would have caused trouble, I think, against them. Carb-like warriors are free to fight here. Or are they? No, pick at the start of the fight phase, so that benefit's still going to count. So 2 attacks each, extra 1 for the squad leader, in 3s. Superb. 4s to wound, yeah. 4s to wound, 6s are good. Loads, yeah.
So 4 6s?
Yeah, nice. That'd be 5 pluses, these are 4 pluses. Going to lose some more models here. And there's a wound on one of these as well to remember. So 5 pluses. Okay, and then 4 plus armor save. Yeek, not good at all. Okay, so model slain. Okay, 3 more models removed from play, just 2 left. So models removed from play. So I was looking forward to slamming into a full squad, but it's not to be. Tom's outwitted the Infiltrators this time around. 2 attacks each, so just 4 attacks. There's 2 6s, so a ton of extra hits come through. So we'll add in another 4 hits and then 2s to wound. Conqueror Doctrine. Do I get this Doctriner here? I reroll a wound. I think it's shooting phase. Just double check. Yes, it's shooting phase only, so take that one away. 6 saves at -1, 4 up armor, so 6 at 5 plus.
No.
Wipeouts. Okay, Infiltrators have got the last, or a parting gesture here. 2 of them remain. Okay, right. Turn comes to end. Combat resolved here. Strange events taking place here. The Infiltrators being used a bit differently compared to the last codex, but they have made an impact here, contributing to the disruption that's been caused against the Drukhari.
If you want to move those in, if you could.
Yeah, I'll tuck them in. Yes, thank you very much. We'll tuck them in a few inches like so. All right, Infiltrators remain. We'll do morale for them and bring this turn to an end. I've auto passed on those. Partly as a unit that's stuck there for Tom to try and deal with, but also because of engaging all fronts to try and help pick up victory points here as well. So turn's finished. We'll calculate points there. Admech have picked up a few. So engaging all fronts in 3 table quarters. 1, 2, and because the Infiltrators 3, so 2 points picked up for that. 4 points picked up for the vehicles that have been destroyed as well. So 6 points picked up by the Admech, and planting 2 banners here. So strong enough start from them. They can ask questions of the Drukhari here. Transport vehicles brought down. Ravager destroyed as well. So Admech at this point winning the firefight at this stage. But that is a cluster of Drukhari over there. A bit like a wasp's nest. We've poked it with our Admech stick. We'll see how the wasps respond. We'll go on to turn 1 for the Dark Kin next. Okay, so movement complete here for the Drukhari on their first turn as they respond to the aggression from the Adeptus Mechanicus. Weighing heavy on this left-hand side, Tom's going for the attack and also strengthening his position here. Over on this flank, not much going on at all, just dropping off this squad. They're just over into this table quarter for engaging all fronts. So this venom is empty. 1 venom here on the objective. The Trueborn moving through. These guys have deployed scramblers. Yep. That's the first part of that complete there for that secondary. Archon is going to take on the 2 remaining Infiltrators. Inside this raider is Drazar, Master of Blades, the Incubi, just swinging around here, making use of the line of sight blocking terrain and getting ready to charge perhaps next turn. Then this again is another empty venom moving through to here. Venom with the succubus and witches inside moving through, and then the Reavers, an aggressive move from them, moving right through onto the crater here, getting ready to shoot and charge. Just a regular move made by them. 20 inches available to those with the help of combat drugs. So move.
No negative from the things because they can fly.
Yes, just landing straight on top of the crater, no problem at all. Movement's done. Drukhari now taking the fight to the Adeptus Mechanicus. We'll go on to their shooting phase next. Okay, so Tom's going to fire the bikers first of all. They're going to rapid fire here with their splinter rifles into this squad, Rangers. Yeah, and then 3 heat lances. Tom didn't advance. -1 to the hit roll, so for firing heavy weapons Now let's just think about this. Hang on a second, because I think someone pointed this out in a previous game. I think it's infantry that's -1 to the hit rolls for heavy weapons, but those are bikers. So we'll just double check here. Okay, yes, it's only -1 for infantry. They're bikers, so it's a full ballistic skill. I'm going to smoke screen on here. Right, Tom's added a puff onto the tank here. So here goes 4s. Oh, that stopped one. Smoke screen. Okay, firing into the smoke here, but 2 have found their mark.
Do you have an inbound?
I do, 5+. With Patronic help. 3s to wound. Oh, they've both made it through. I'm going to go straight to Patreon, so I really want that June Crawler to survive. Which one's me? Will Wright, yes. Looking for the right result here. 5+, come on. Ah! We'll roll the other one and figure out a command reroll. Tyler Summers, one of the newer Patreons. 5+, someone give me a 5+. There it is. Okay, and then I'm going to command reroll this one. So pay at CP. This is Will Wright. No! Tom's going to go Patronic on damage. Andrew Swan.
D6 plus 2. 6.
6. Ouch. Yeah, heat lances are dangerous. We've now dropped down to 5 wounds. June Crawler in a sorry state here.
So the rapid fire shots?
Yes, 10 shots. Need 3s. Needing 4s. 4s. Poison weapons. This is just a strength 4.
The splinter rifle, yeah, 4+.
4s, yep. 4 up armor saves. Ooh, passed. Okay, so 1 wound taken, so we'll lose a model. This one here. Yeah, so poison 4+ on these because they're not part of the carball. It's poison tongue units getting 3+ for their poisoned weaponry. Okay.
So we'll go with this one next.
So double splinter cannon going to go into this squad here as well. So need 3s. And 3s to wound for poison tongue. Ugh, they've all wounded. It's AP -1. 5 ups. We blocked 1. So 3 casualties taken. Okay, so 4 casualties taken. Being shot here by Drukhari firepower. There's that one to fire as well. Plus the occupants, Tom. Units open tops, units inside can fire with grenades and pistols and so on.
Any grenades or pistols are probably only going to be in range of these guys, so I'll go into them.
Yes. Pistols are range 12, I believe. Splinter pistols. So there's an option here to fire at targets that are a bit further away.
Witches have all got pistols, so...
Yes, you can throw it as plasma grenade, range 6. Splinter pistols, range 12.
So plasma grenade into these guys.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And pistols into the guys at the back.
Sure.
But we'll go with the 6 shots first for the main gun.
Alright, firing the transport first.
3s.
All of them.
4.
5 ups. Lost 2 more. Okay, so the witch squad inside is in +1 ballistic skill for combat drugs here.
So the pistols first.
2s. 4s.
2.
4 ups. Passed both of them.
And the grenade.
This is going into the squad of Vanguard.
4.
Is it 4? Squad of 10? Is it more than 10 to get the guaranteed 6?
Yes. Yeah, so
right, so 4 shots. Snake eyes, no wounds coming through from the plasma grenade.
Cokes.
Blast pistol shot, this is from the angry succubus.
Hits. Wounds.
AP -4, but we're bionic. Almost. That was into that squad.
Yeah.
So we'll lose him. Okay, next, around here, Carbolite Trueborn with their firepower going into the Dragoon.
So the 2 blasters.
Yeah, 2s. So hang on a second, it's -1 to hit rolls, but they ignore everything, all modifiers. Right, so those 2 hits do come through, despite my incense cloud.
3s.
1 wound.
Reroll on that.
Okay, command reroll. The wound. Patronic help. They're quite reliable.
Christine.
Chris Heem. Oh!
So just a 1 through. -4.
I'll go Patronic. Come on, Mr. Knuckles. Give me an invent save. no, a 1. Tom's going over to Patronic help. Frank Pavecki.
Come on, Frank.
3. 3 damage taken, half destroyed. Good work from Frank. And then now it's down to... You just need 1 success with the... Yes?
Yeah, the...
Dark Lance.
Yeah, Dark Lance. Hits.
Gets the hit. Got a sense it's going to do that. Gets the wound. Got to go Patronic. Michael... No. Nathan Skrzuti. Yeah, 5. Is that enough? Or just check? I think it is for vehicles. Oh, blast. It's a 6 for this one.
Does it explode? Of course it does.
It does. I think it's quite insignificant. Draw explodes. D6 damage within 12 inches. It's 3 inches, a mortal wound. So just a mortal wound on the bikers, that's it. And he can go. So target destroyed. Bit of revenge coming in here from Tom. Firepower proving quite effective so far from the Drukhari. Good matchup, this one. Yes. Yes, it'd be enough to finish him off.
Just the one down there.
3s. Incense cloud 4s. Here it comes. 50-50 chance. Got it. Xenos dice doing well. No wound though.
No rerolls either.
We escaped death just there. Archon could shoot, but maybe won't bother against the...
Oh yeah, why not? What's he got, a blast pistol?
Yeah, you can try and pick one off with the blast pistol. Hits. Wounds. 5+ hit 1 save.
Oh.
Defiance.
And then last but not least...
Yeah, much of the firepower is done. Remember, Tom does have the flyer off the board. He's trying to keep it away from trouble because of these anti-aircraft units that the Admech have in the form of these Dune crawlers.
We'll just fire into the unit at the back here.
This unit here? Okay, this unit's going to take a volley. That's fine, yeah. It's coming from the Venom. 6 shots. 3s to wound. Nice. -1, not getting any cover, so 5s. Oh, wow.
Tasty.
Okay, just 1 casualty taken. So it looks like that's the shooting phase resolved here. Not too bad from the Drukhari. Decent enough firepower coming from them. And a chance now for close combat. And with this unit here, the Reavers. We'll see what Tom decides to do. Does he go for multiple units? He could try and swamp the Dune Crawler, maybe. Or go after infantry targets. There's lots of options here. We'll see what he decides to do with the bikers. Okay, it's only turn 1. There's a lot going on in this game already. Multiple charges taking place. So Tom declaring his charge here. This is a tricky unit. -1 strength and toughness here affecting Tom's units. But there's not much he can do. He's trying to get in amongst the Skitarii units. So contacting the Dune Crawler. The Tech Priest has been hit as well, and so too have the Rangers. Tom took 2 casualties going in on Overwatch. That came from the Dune Crawler. Some hits coming through. Benefits received are for shooting, not just shooting phase. We're able to reroll a couple of hits and a wound coming through. And then inside here is the Witches plus the Succubus. The transport vehicle, the Venom, has gone in there against the Vanguard. So charges complete here. Drukhari taking the fight to Adeptus Mechanicus, trying to hold them back. Tom does have other units that are available as well. Incubi and Drazar Master of Blades still yet to get involved in the fight. Yes, and Archon's gone in there against the 2 remaining infiltrators. We could interrupt play as we'll go on to combat resolution here. Tom will pick a unit to fight first. I guess it must be
they fight last automatically.
They do, so you may as well fight with the Reavers. Yep.
I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah, this looks the best way to do it. So the maximum number of models to go after the Tech Priest just here.
If I don't kill the vehicle, you can heal him, right?
Absolutely correct.
Yeah, so I need to try and kill him.
Okay.
I don't think I will, but I'll try.
Yeah, it's just 2 models, squad leader plus 2 more models. So here come the attacks.
Not like that, I won't.
What's your drugs?
It is +1 attack.
Yes.
And
+2 move, that's right. Okay. So hang on a second here. It could be 5s.
Why not?
Because of them.
What? Yeah, but I'm not in engagement range with them.
Oh, it's engagement range. Yes, I understand.
I think it is. I don't know.
No, I thought it was.
That's why I didn't go into them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Strength 4. It's force to wound. Now 6s are good.
Terrible.
6s are good. There's 4 wounds to try and get through here.
Just fail 4 wounds. It'd be lovely.
So a 6. It doesn't matter what. No, it does actually. Yes.
1 5 up and
5 up.
4 ups.
Yeah. So 5 up save. No.
Good start. Good start.
And then 4 4-ups.
No.
Yes, stay alive, it's done. Okay, so 2 wounds taken, he's half slain. Okay, the rest of the attacks is 4 bikers going in against the Dune Crawler. Now, was the Dune Crawler's Overwatch enough to chip off the number of attacks to try and keep himself alive? We'll see.
My hitting was bad enough to chip off the attack.
5's to wound. To bring him down in an exceptionally good roll. No, he's not going to go. Okay, so we're looking at 2 saves of 5+. This is for Blade Artists. And then a 4-up with this one. No. Okay, so 3 wounds taken, dropping down to 2 on him. I'm going to command reroll. I'd like to keep a wound on him. I'm going to command reroll that save. Yes. So we'll go up to 3. I want to try and keep him as much alive as possible. There's a chance to put wounds back onto him as well, but I'll keep that Dune Crawler alive here. It's a valuable asset for this Drukhari force. So do we interrupt play? I don't think, no, it's not worth it against the Venom, and we can't with the Infiltrators. So just remove the CP. I'm down to 5 left now. Tom's down to 5 too, so we're both on the same amount.
I didn't give myself one this turn, I don't think.
Okay, so Tom's up to 6.
I don't. Okay, so 2s I take it. No re-rolling.
This is the Archon. 3's to wound. I could survive here, Tom.
Yeah, you could.
5s. Oh, no, take them off. They're gone. Goodbye to the Infiltrators. A promising unit here. They could have done a lot more in this game, but they were caught out by a clever move from Tom. But a promising unit with potential for sure. So, yes, a Venom. Venom attacks then.
Hit.
3s.
1 wound.
-2 actually. I'll take a 6-up save or invent. No. Okay, so 1 Vanguard brought down. Doesn't really matter, we'll take him away. So 2 casualties taken. I think that's all of Tom's attacks resolved, so we'll fight back here. So we're going to fight with the Tech Priest engines here. Hitting on 4s. So the way it works, I believe, each time the bearer fights, no more than 1 attack can be made with each servo arm. We only got 1. And then we'll do the other attack with the Omnicine axe. So we'll swing the axe first of all. Does hit. And it does wound. It's invuln save? No, it's 2 damage. Just hacked a biker down. And now we'll try and nip one with our arm. No. Yeah, just checking. The Canticle's not going to help us. It's for shooting only. But he's done well. He's taken the biker out. We'll fight with the Rangers here. Okay, so piling move made with the Rangers. 10 attacks in total. 4s. Reordering 1s for the Tech Priest Dominus. It's core units within 6 inches. 5s to wound. 2 wounds to come through. Normal saves of 4+. Blocked 1, so wound taken. And then we'll do attacks here with the Dune Crawler. D3 attacks. We get 2. And we need 5s. We get a hit. We get a wound. 4-up save to kill a biker. Blocked. Okay, well done. Okay, so that's combat's resolved across here. And Vanguard next. Okay, so it's 8-9 attacks. Needing 4s. Reordering 1s for our mechanical friend. It's then 5s to wound. 2 come through. 2 saves of 4+. This is on the Venom. A wound comes through. Okay, so wound caused on him. Trying to chip away to reveal the nasty succubus inside. Plus the witches. So Admech need to be careful here. Drukhari, nasty units inside here. Nasty units over there as well in the form of Drazar, Master of Blades, and the Incubeeps. So there's a first wave attacks coming. May well be a second as well for the Admech to try and anticipate. So we've got to watch out on this flank. We could be wiped out very quickly indeed if the Admech are not careful. So I reckon the turns come to an end here. Bit of morale to resolve for both sides. Okay, so morale resolved then. We fouled up here and lost a model. Tom fouled here and lost a model but passed with the rest. Everyone else is fine from morale, so all units just holding here, and the battle will continue. But a lot has happened here on turn 1. It's been quite momentous. Admech have attacked, Drukhari have counter-attacked here. Damage has been caused on both sides. I reckon if you add it all up, it's kind of even here. We've lost all of the infiltrators, 170 points. We've lost him, and a pile of infantry across over there are gone as well. Tom's lost transport vehicles though. Ravager destroyed. Bikers halved in strength. So damage being caused on both sides. So we saw at the start how important it was to go first, but really it's kind of balanced itself out. Maybe Admech looking tactically healthier with sort of an empty battlefield across here and units swinging round in their favour. Banners going up. Sort of an L shape here. Tom's got this objective here and this one, but Admech quite strong across here and an open field over on this left-hand side. So Admech perhaps in a better position on the board.
As well, because I'm slightly out of the 3 inches for here when I moved off.
Oh.
So that will give you 15 at the beginning of your next turn.
Ouch. It's okay, and that's what the game revolves around, is these primaries, how important they are. Now, Admech do need to be careful. As we said, Tom does have some nasty units locked inside transport vehicles. Admech may well have to try and prize these Drukhari units out of these transports to get to them before they get to us. The race is on. We'll go on to turn 2 with the Adeptus Mechanicus coming up next. Right, so Litany of the Electroments. So we've chosen here for Canticles of the Omnis Sires. That's -1 to hit rolls in close combat against our units here. So quite significant. Just a bit of a tussle going on here. Tom's saying it's very significant. Quite a tussle going on.
I just giggled.
I read your mind on this one, Tom. It is a big shift. -1 to hit rolls is pretty good here, just because we're anticipating a lot of close combat going on. Haven't gone for any doctrinal imperatives. Don't want to lose out on weapon skill because we're going to need it. So we've left that again, just keeping, again, the best of both worlds here for our ballistic skill and weapon skill here. So a major fight developing across here. Both units have units ready to plunge into the attack. Points picked up for banners, 1 and 2. Here's 2 points picked up for that. 15 points for primaries as well. We control more on the Drukhari, and at the start of the turn we controlled 3. So 15 points picked up for primaries. Happy enough with that. For the Adeptus Mechanicus, Belisarius Calls is going to anchor onto this objective and maintain the banner and his presence there. Moving around with the Dune Crawler, an advance move made by the Tech Priest as well, and blessing this unit in the command phase. Giving it +1 to the hit rolls. The Dragoon Chicken moving around to claim that objective on that flank. Breachers pushing through in this direction, ready to start firing across in that direction. So then pulling out a close combat with the Vanguard. The Rangers, keeping the Tech Priest in. Restoring 2 wounds onto the Dune Crawler. With his ability, his wounds that were lost have been restored by the Tech Priest Dominus as he's moved across. It's a Forge Weld model, so even that infantry model there can be restored. And then the Infiltrator's moving in, poised and ready to charge into the transport vehicles, holding position here with these, holding position here with the Dune Crawler, so movement is complete. Getting ready to let loose of another volley here from the Adeptus Mechanicus. We'll go on to their shooting phase next. So we'll start with the obvious one. In close combat here with the Dune Crawler. We're on a second bracket, so it's going to be unit's been blessed, so 4s, 3s for hits. We'll go Daedalus first of all. Hits, wounds, invuln save.
Nope.
No, D6 damage. That's enough. Biker gone at point blank range, 6 damage. Tom just choosing which one to remove. Yeah, that one can go. Okay. Then we'll go for... We'll do the autocannons next. I'll reroll hit roll for Skitari. So 2 hits. 3s to wound. I'll reroll... No, because that's the canticle that's gone. So nothing. And then the Gatling rocket launcher. Need 3s. Need 3s. 6s. Double 6. Well done. Okay, so 1 wound taken. You'll never guess.
Well,
I think they...
Strength 8, flat 3 damage.
I think they used to have bolt pistols.
Rerolling all hits.
He has a Mechanicus pistol. Never heard of one of these. Range 12. Pistol 2. Strength 4 minus 2.
How many damage?
3. Just 1 damage. 1... Is he a Skitari unit? No. So he's not going to get that reroll. 3's forced to wound. Yeah, wound comes through. Minus 2. No, that's enough to kill a model. Well done, Tech Priest. Okay, so model slain. Okay, then this squad fell back. This squad's available. Tech Priest, Dominus available here as well. So I'm going to fire him into this Venom. We'll see if we can crack it open. So Daedalus rocket launcher first of all. He misses.
-1.
-1, and we've not been blessed. So I'm going to go for the reroll on that one. It does hit. Trying to wound. We do. Invuln over 5+. No, this will be D6 damage. So not going to try and stop it on a command reroll. Okay. We'll turn to Ray Cross here for the damage. 6 would be great.
Right.
Good one, Ray. Nice. Does it explode? No. Target destroyed. So, Tom, deploying models. It's just a short number of seconds for Patreons in our games, but sometimes it can be a few moments of glory for them. We've seen it here. 6 damage coming through. Target destroyed here. It means the succubus has to disembark. Tom will try and deploy as far away as he can, because there's a unit of Ruststalkers closing in, searching and scanning the area for dark kin pirates. Yeah, it's quite a significant result there. For destroying that, it's cracked open that transport. The succubus is now out. So the rest of the firepower negated. Target's been destroyed. I think we only needed 5 actually. It was on. It had taken a wound, hadn't it? Yeah, it was a 5 or a 6 to blow it up. Okay, Tech Priest Dominus. He's going to fire into the raider over there. So 3 shots. Needing 3s. He's a Skitari model. Yes, no. No, he's Cult Mechanicus actually, so no. Forced to wound. Right, now this is interesting. A 6 for the Volkite Blaster is a wound, and it's 2 mortal wounds in addition. So you've got a save here, no minus, so 4 up save. So it's going to be 4 wounds in total coming from the Volkite Blaster. Great result coming through there for that 6 for the wound. So dropping down to 6 wounds left on the Raider. It's quite an important vehicle, that one. The Incubier inside, along with Drazar, Master of Blades. So it's the Macro Stubber as well. So 5 shots into those witches, needing 2s. Macro Stubber is strength 4, so 3s, just the 1. No, okay, so wound caused, or model slain, so 1 witch will go. So firepower from this squad next. Pretty much all the firepower is resolved across here. Put the 2 sniper shots into No, we'll go after her. You never know. Might be able to cause trouble. So they can ignore the lookout Sir roll, and then he'll put his shots into the witches down there. So 2 shots with the galvanic rifle, 2 hits, and 2 wounds. Nice. And this saved 1, but a wound taken. So another witch model gone, and then 2 rifle shots. It's 1 hit, 1 miss. We'll reroll this one for Drukhari. Yep. And then wounds of 2. So yeah, she's been wounded. No mortal wounds being caused. Invuln saves of 4+. D3 damage if you want to command reroll.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, so 4+. No doubt Tom will go Patronic. Yes, he will. Okay, so it's Justin Burton. 4+, 50-50 chance. Oh, it's made it through. Damage. I'll go Patronic too. It's Longbow BB. It's been hit by a longbow sniper round. 2 wounds taken. She's been shot here and wounded. 2 wounds put on her. Okay, so I'm going to, moving on to this flank, going to fire at the venom over there. Quite limited on targets because of the line of sight blocking terrain. So Daedalus, first of all, hits. Looking for a wound. Yes, on a 6, it comes through. 5+, quite important this one. Oh, blocked on a 6, well done. And then we'll go for Gatling rocket launcher. Okay, so that's the situation. 2 wounds come through. 5+ in 1. Blocked 1. Okay, so 1 wound taken. Yeah, and then the autocannon. I'll re-roll a hit roll. Drukhari. Nope. 2 wounds come through. Not blocked. 4 damage taken. Almost destroyed. Right, so breaches next. Got to split their firepower because of the edge of this obscuring terrain. So 3 of them will fire into the venom, 3 of them into the Trueborn. So we'll go after the Trueborn first of all. And in 4s. 2s to wound. 2 wounds to come through. 6 up in Invuln save here. It's AP -2.
Yep.
Okay, so 2 models slain. Tom won't mind, he'll just remove models equipped with splinter rifles. And then 5s to hit the venom. 2. 4s will do. 2 make it through. At -2. Blocked with both. Good for you. That's 6 damage just blocked coming through from the breaches. Firepower, I think, is pretty much finished here across the board for the Adeptus Mechanicus. Not too bad. Continuing to cause more damage and some combats to come next. Charges were all up for them next. Okay, charges have taken place. Tech Priest Dominus has gone in. He's equipped with the red axe, so a chance to swing with that in close combat. And then Tom's heroically intervened with the succubus. She swung into the vanguard here. Drukhari and Rustalkers going in against the empty venom and what's left of the witch squad as well. So we'll go on to combat resolution here. The vanguard can't go first. They haven't charged. So succubus, Tom may interrupt play with her. No, in fact, you'll go before them, isn't it? If we alternate, if I remember rightly.
Yeah,
yes, I didn't charge.
But I might. Yeah, I've got the bikes as well, obviously, to go.
Yes, yeah, we need to choose.
Depends on.
Yeah, it's tricky here where to go. We may have to go with the Tech Priest Dominus first of all. We'll see. We'll make a choice and fight first of one of these add mech units. Yeah, so some Rustalkers, I said they're rubbish, but they are a fair bit better now with the new codex, just lining up their attacks. Here, playing 2 stratagems on them. Machine superiority, so +1 strength, and then also playing assassin constructs here, +1 attack. Just really want to try and take out that vehicle if we can.
Definitely wise to get her out of there. So if she was anywhere near that, she'd be dead.
Yeah, no, she'd be in serious trouble. Rustalker's on a base of 3. There's an extra attack for the Cord Claw as well. Extra attack for the Stratagem. So these are the attacks going in against the Venom here. So the yellow dice are Cord Claws. And we're looking for 3s. So we'll take away all the ones that are missed so far. Yeah, I'm re-rolling my 1s as well. It's core units within 6 inches. So we'll re-roll that one in just a moment. And that one, and that one.
This book's super strong.
Yes, getting that impression, Tom. They're taking on the Drukhari quite comfortably. I don't know if they've won yet, but we'll reroll these ones. So that's our situation. So the yellows are Cord Claws. They're going to come in at AP -1. And then the Razors AP -2. All of them No, the cord claw, look at this. There's no mortal wounds come through with that. So it's just a transonic razor. 6s inflict a mortal wound in addition to normal damage. Okay, so 6s on the red dice are good. None so far. Ugh, just one. Had a chance to shine. So that's the current situation. Cord claw. Just one of them making it through. So what we have then is one cord claw save at -1. So
I'm 4 up base, aren't I? 4
yes.
Save, so -1 takes me to 5, so everything's 5 up.
Everything's 5s. Yeah, so what we've got here then is 7 saves of 5+, and a mortal wound has come through. It's a good roll. It's really good. 3 wounds caused plus the mortal wound, 4 wounds taken. We haven't destroyed the target. Interesting. Yeah, this is what's left here. A bit of overkill against the witches. Rerolling our 1s. Okay, taking away the 2s. It's almost not worth rolling here, but we'll...
Well, those are all mortals. Ping.
No, this is...
6s to wound?
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
I know I'll get loads of 6s now. Yeah. They're gone. So, yeah, they're destroyed.
Boom.
Okay, consolidation move made. Tom's thinking about interrupting play. He's after the Tech Priest's Engincy here, but he's back up to his 4 wounds here, with 4 wounds remaining, thanks to the restoring wounds from the Tech Priest Dominus. He's pretty solid. 2 up save. 5 wounds. Quite tough as well. Biker's just a bit weakened here, so they're not going to have too much impact, and now the vehicle that they were trying to destroy has had 2 wounds restored on it as well, so it's difficult to try and... The softest target out of all 3 of those would be the Tech Priest engine.
Yeah, and it's not particularly soft. Okay.
Let Tom think about this one.
Yeah.
And if it's worth interrupting as well. Tom's saying it's not worth it. If he causes some wounds here, we'll just restore the wounds back again, whether it's worth burning the CPs to do it. So we'll swing with the red axe. I think it's 5 attacks. It could be 6 here with this relic. Yeah, it's 6 attacks. It's 3 extra attacks for this relic. It's unique to Mars. It's the red axe. Replaces the Omnisign axe. So we'll be fighting at strength 6. You get 3 additional attacks. AP -5 and 2 damage. So looking for 3s. Can't re-roll anything. Tom mocks the new codex. 3s to wound. I'd like to get rid of them because they are a pain. I'm going to command re-roll this wound. Right, okay. So those have come through. I had invuln saves here of 6. Yeah, he's blocked 1. Still alive. 1 biker will survive. Oh dear. I was going to use a data spike here, but we don't. It's against vehicles, so we can't do it against the biker. So 2 models removed from play, just the 1 left. Tech Priest, vehicle's safe now. Tech Priest might be able to finish him off.
Succubus will just go next, I think.
Yes, it's your turn to pick a unit. So Succubus next. 7 attacks she gets here with the red. Let's say the red glaive, the blood glaive. 6s to hit will cause 3 mortal wounds. She could decimate the squad. Depending on what Tom rolls. 2s.
2s.
Oh, there's 2 6s. Just killed 6 models. Yeah, it's damage 3. She's carrying the relic, so that's 6 mortal wounds that Tom's caused with those 2 6s. The other 4 dice need 3s to wound.
2.
Okay, and then we'll make invuln saves here of 6 up. No, so that's 8. Is that the whole squad gone?
Yeah.
Tom's just wiped the squad. Ouch. Succubus, nasty lady. Vicious lady.
Yeah, it's a
pretty impressive.
Very strong relic, that.
And she's freed up now to... she can consolidate. No, not to pile in. No consolidation needed. She's free to move off. She can advance and charge now as well on Tom's turn 2. So some speed available to her. There's a blast pistol available and that nasty relic weapon combined with precision blows. A nasty combination for sure. And look, there's characters here that Tom could go after on his next turn. We'll fight with the Tech Priest here. So we'll try and hit you with a servo arm. No. And then we'll try and swing with the axe. We hit with the axe. We don't wound with the axe. And I can't re-roll, so the biker will survive. All that's left to fight back with is the biker and the transport vehicle.
So 4 attacks base for the leader and +1 attack.
Going into
bonuses.
him.
Yeah.
All hit. Nice.
2
wounds. One of them minus.
1 minus 2.
Yeah, so 1 at 5+. No, 1 at. God dear me, don't. And then 1 at 3+, or 4+. No. So 2 wounds come for his back down to his wounds that he was on before. So whatever damage was restored has been done back again. He should be dead, but thanks to the Tech Priest Dominus, the Tech Priest engine seer remains alive, fighting away. So your transport vehicle, 3 attacks into the Rust Stalkers. I think it's 4s. All hit, wow. 3s to wound. All wounded on 333. I think it's AP -1 as well. So we'll take 5 pluses. Or blocked. Wounds taken. Okay, so tactically, Admech stronger here because they're holding this objective and have pretty much free reign on this side of the board. So in that regard, doing well. Damage, though, both sides taking heavy casualties here. A vicious fight erupting on this flank. It's Adeptus Mechanicus holding their own against the Drukhari, but they don't have the upper hand. There's a rogue succubus here available, plus some nasty units that Tom can use over in that corner. But Drukhari characters proving elusive so far in this fight and causing trouble for Admech units. That 5 is for morale.
Yeah.
For these,
Yeah.
6, 7. I think you're okay actually. Leadership 7. Bikers should be right. Only lost.
Left, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
She only lost 2 casualties this turn. They're okay. No morale issues anywhere else. So turn comes to an end. We'll see if there's any other points that have been picked up by the Admech. Right, Tom giving us an update here. 26 points, the Adeptus Mechanicus.
And at the end of that turn, I have 3.
3. But Tom has a turn in hand, but it's the primary objectives causing trouble.
Yeah, I'll have 8 at the beginning of my turn.
Yes, holding on to objectives. Fine. All right. Okay, so turn comes to an end here. Admech in the lead. Drukhari need to... It's these primaries are going to cause trouble. See if Tom can do anything about that here. It does have resources, though, to continue this fight over here. Maybe if you can clear the objective at this end, it might even the game out to some degree. We're going to turn 2. So much has happened already in this game. It's very early stages. Admech, I think, are ahead. Tactically, we'll go on to turn 2 now for the Drukhari. Okay, so around Tom's side of the table here. So 10 points picked up for primaries. No.
5.
It's control of 1 and then 2.
Yeah, I didn't have to. I had 1.
Oh, just this one here?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. So 5 points picked up for primaries. So movement complete. Flyers come on. It's the Void Raven Bomber. This transport vehicle was in close combat against the Rust Doggers, but has pulled out with 2 wounds remaining. Raiders remained where it is, but advancing and disembarking with the Incubi. 6-inch advance move made for them. They can still charge. Just a 1 rolled for Drazar Master of Blade. He's moved round to there. Then across here, Cub-like Trueborn moving through 7. Archons move through, poised to charge as well. This squad's moved across in this direction. They actually advanced, didn't they? Yeah, claiming the objective. Then across here, just 1 wound left, but a full move available here for this fella moving across to here. The biker's pulled out of close combat. You can see him. He's just over there, just as a unit that's got to within outside that table quarter for engaging all fronts. And then deploy scramblers is taking place in the opponent's deployment zone this time, unit which is turning up in that corner. That's movement done. Drukhari is certainly not out of the fight here. Adeptus Mechanicus need to be careful. They could lose all the stuff very quickly if these characters get into close combat and start causing trouble, which they're poised to do. We'll go on to turn 2 shooting for the Dark Kin next. So you've got to be careful with the Admech here. They could be hit hard and hurt this turn, especially in close combat, and there's not too much we can do about it. Tom's got some decent units lined up, ready to charge. But shooting phase at this point, and decent firepower is available. I think that June Border is going to go. Okay, blasters. I was going to say going to pop smoke, but you're just going to ignore it. Okay, so Splinter Rifle is going to go into this squad. 2 blasters and a Dark Lance to try and finish off the June Crawler. Again, we could, 2 blasters.
We're rolling 1s for the
Archon, yes. Oh, 2 6s. 3s to wound. Oh no. Not good. Need 5s here desperately. Could use Patronic help, only got 3 Patreons left, so we'll hold. We've passed with 1. God, dear, we'll leave it. Tom's Marcus Anthony. 2 damage taken.
No.
Gonna leave it? 3.
No, I'm not going to leave it.
He's gonna come on real. No, you can reuse Marcus Anthony. We've said that's no problem. It's his dice, his moment of glory. It's 2 again. No, he's determined.
He just didn't want me to go.
Just determined to stay at 2. 3 wounds left. Dark Lance will finish this thing off if it can hit. If it can wound. If it gets past my armour. I'll not go Patronic. No, we won't. We'll just see if we can get a 5+. Oh, blocked. Damage has not come through. That's D3 plus 3 damage. Rifle shots?
Oh, yes, yeah.
It's going to be 3. 2s. Rerolling 1s. The Trueborn are highly accurate here. 3 stewing because of poison tongue. All of them are wounded. What expert marksmen they are. No minuses going on, so we'll take 4-up saves. We're on the wrong side of cover, so 4-ups. For the Emperor Messiah. Sorry, muddled there. Moving on.
What's he in?
5 up.
I'll go into that one later.
Blast pistol. 2s. Oh no, 3s. Oh, invuln save. Blah! Surviving.
Blast pistol.
Yes, into a Sicarian Rush Stalker. It's all good. 5-up invuln save. Almost. D6 choose the best. Take the 2. It's going to be the 1 win model anyway. So he's gone. Model slain. We'll mark him up for morale. One of these D10s.
I'm sure this one get one.
Nope.
So,
Dark Lance into him.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Gets the hit just about. Could have popped smoke, but too late. Gets the wound. 5+.
No pressure.
I'm going to take the pressure off me and hand it over to Patreon. So it will be Michael Fryer's fault if this all goes wrong. Michael Fryer for the Emperor. And
Oh, that was it. Out of the frying pan and into the fryer again. Should we see what we do?
thank you, Tom. Oh, it teetered on a 5. I think that was a 5. I'm going to come... Oh, boy. I'm going to command me roll this. Need a 5+. I'd like to stay alive if we can. We don't.
D3 plus 3, so.
Yes. Oh, yes. Long gone. I'm almost tempted to blow up intentionally. I know I'll cause wounds on myself, but they're going to die. Yeah, I know. But they're going to die anyway. I'd like to take some of you with me. Think. I could kill D3.
How many CP to do that?
1.
So it just means you can't interrupt as well. But you could kill...
Hang on. Yeah. I mean, it might be worth it. Just... I know I'm going to die in close combat.
If it was me, I would do it. Do you have to roll for it as an auto?
Yeah, it's auto detonate. Press the red button. Well, judging by your reaction, Tom, I think I'll play it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to. It's called something. Hang on, it's in here somewhere. The Machine Spirit's Revenge. Use a stratagem in any phase when Adeptus Mechanicus vehicle model in your arm is destroyed. Do not roll to see if it explodes. It's automatic. I've never had a chance to press the red button. I don't think I've ever done it before. Please, Tom. I'm going to press the red button. So you can imagine just some orders come through. You have to lift up the little... There's a cover over the button. You lift it up, and then there's a red button there, and you just simply press it like that. So I'm going to press it. Detonation takes place. So D3 mortal wounds. It's 6 inches range, so we're going to catch the incubi, and then the witch. I'd love to take out the succubus, see if we can remove her, and then I'll take damage on these doomed units anyway. So calculating here for the Omnissiah that it's worth pressing the red button. So detonation to take place. I'll be polite here and take my damage first of all. So the tech priest, who's been trying to repair this vehicle for the entire game, is now dead. In the explosion. Well, his job's done. There's no vehicle to restore. Oh, what a vicious world the realm of 40k is.
Do you know what is the most painful thing about all this?
Yes.
Is you killed him, so I don't kill him, so I don't get the points for it.
Oh Oh, because you get the points if you kill him.
In minute, yeah.
Ha! Right, D3 on the Tech Priest Dominus. Just a wound on him. He shrugs off most of the damage. We'll put the wound there. What a strange logic behind these Adeptus Mechanicus. D3 on the Rangers. Ouch, taken 3. I'll maybe remove the 3 closest just to make things a little bit more difficult. So 3 wounds there.
Particularly like Drukhari. So I normally don't mind watching him get killed, but I'm going to be very upset if you roll a 5 or a 6 here.
Okay, so Nicholas Lucas and Paul Cook, the 2 remaining Patronics. So Paul Cook, I think, shall go after the succubus.
He won't betray me.
He's on your side usually.
No idea, but I'm hoping he won't betray me this time.
Oh, it rolled on a 6. It teetered on a 6. Oof, just a wound taken on her. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't re-roll it, so she escapes. And then D3. This is from Nicholas Lucas onto the incubi, whatever they're called. Oh, it's 2 mortal wounds. They're single wound models, so we'll take 2 of them down. Nice. Glad to see them gone. Right, so something like that. Okay, so that's the situation here. Detonation. Another crater added to these 2 craters just here. Okay, so that's that resolve. Moving out to the flyer, it's just over there. It's in range of the Dragoon chicken.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth...
It's -1 to hit it, actually.
Everything's got... Oh, it's -1 to hit it? I'll fire into your crab.
Okay, 2 shots. 2 hits, 3s to wound. Ooh, 1 wound comes through.
I don't think I do I? No.
5+. Yes, blocked. Okay, keeping him in good condition.
That is all of my...
Yes, that's quite advanced. He can shoot though. There's a venom across there with its firepower.
So he'll just fire into the...
Into these? Yeah. Makes sense because you'll be on 3s to win. All hit except 1.
2.
Or 2 of them. 2 make it through. There's a little bit of AP minus going on. AP -1. So we're taking 4 up saves with the AP -1. Blocked and 2 5s. Okay, so Forge Bane dice holding here.
Alright.
Charges.
Charges.
Right, we'll let Tom resolve charges here. Right, so charges taking place here. A number of vicious melees about to take place, and all of them, I think, in Tom's favour. Drazar's gone into the Ruststalkers. So too is the Archon. Archon shut down their ability to interrupt play. I can't interrupt play anyway. I've got 1 command point left. I did have 2, but I spent 1 of them pressing the red button. So may regret that. Drazar's gone in. Incubi gone in here against the Tech Priest. Dominus, a fair possibility of bringing him down. And then Succubus has gone in here. A chance to clear this objective quite easily. Just for the tactical purposes in this game, would give us 3 objectives each.
So I just need 1 6, right?
Oh, yes.
1 6.
Got it, dead. She is precise and cold-blooded in her efficiency. Another unit destroyed by Madam. Okay, attacks now. Tom's free to fire. I can't interrupt, so attacks coming from these.
Well,
so they're 2s to hit though. But there's 3 1s. These will be 2s to wound because they're on +1 to the wound rolls and they're fighting at strength 5.
Okay.
All made it through.
Yep, so...
And I think these are AP minus nasty, I think. -3.
Yeah, you'll be on your 5 up. Is it 5 up or 4 up?
5 up.
-3.
Okay. So I'll take my 5+ invuln save. Oh, we passed 2. 2 damage taken. He's still alive. If he lives and swings with the axe, there'll be trouble.
There will.
6 attacks. All hit except 1. 3s to wound. Important roll coming up here. Ouch.
Blade. No? They get that?
Something to wound could cause an extra damage. Not that it's going to matter because I've only got 2 wounds left.
One roll of 6 is an extra damage.
Yeah. So not relevant anyway. We'll go for 5+. Need a miracle here.
You actually only needed 4 pluses.
Right.
I believe, because what's your normal save?
2 up.
2 up, yeah, so you're on 4 pluses.
Right. So a command reroll, keep him alive. Alright, so after giving myself an extra wound, I randomly determined which of those wounds that came through from earlier on was the 6, and it meant I took an extra wound, so that's all been worked out fairly. I will go for the command reroll, a 50-50 to try and keep this Tech Priest Dominus alive. It's a miserable situation, he's surrounded by dead bionics here, but it would be handy to pass this on a 4+, so he can swing with the red axe in revenge. Oh, so close now. Not today. He's dead. Tech Priest Dominus gone. This flank is collapsing now under the weight of this Drukhari attack. So consolidation move made here. Incubi swinging around to protect the succubus. Okay.
Gymblade?
Yes, Tom's free to attack with any of these units here. He's going to go for the Archon.
So it's 7 attacks?
7 attacks, the Gymblade, yeah. In 2s. All of them. Ugh. 3s to wound. Just a 3. We'll go for 5 up invuln saves. Passed 1. Damage 3. 2 dead, yeah. So we'll go 1 and 2 upstairs. There's 8 to try and get through, but I think Drazar will chomp away.
So he'll go with the 2 extra attacks profile.
Uh-oh. He gets to reroll all of his hits and all of his wounds. 2s. No, he does not. Hold it right there.
No rerolls against him?
No, stop. That's someone else. That's them. Neurostatic disruption thing. I don't think there's anything else. I'll just double check. Yeah, no, it's the infiltrators get that bonus.
So
They'll hit anyway, so looking for wounds now.
So I am Dual Blades, Strength 5.
3s.
So 3s, and then Master of Blades is he Incubi?
Yeah.
Does he give himself +1 to wound?
I think so.
So then
Rerolling? Yeah, 1's failed.
2, 4, 6.
Yeah, I reckon he gets the rerolls himself. It's an aura, he's affected by his own aura, and it's just Incubi unit, which he is, so he gets it. How many is that? 6?
Yeah.
Ugh. Unpleasant business here. I'm at the receiving end of Drazar, Master of Blades. It's not nice. He gets to fight twice as well. It's ridiculous. 5+ need something brilliant. Not bad. It's okay. It's above average. 3 more models slain. Yeah, just saying. There's nothing I can do to escape the second attacks from either of these 2 models. So I'll just take those. Just take those away. But not that it's going to make too much difference. 6 casualties taken. He's going to wipe me out. He gets to fight twice. Once per game, he gets to fight twice as well. So.
Well, these guys at the back will fight anyway.
Treeborn?
To fight before you're...
Of course, yeah. Interrupt play would have been handy. But I'd make more interest in pressing buttons as opposed to fighting outside here.
Can't say I didn't warn you.
There was a warning covering over the red button. It's quite rarely pressed. I couldn't resist it. Okay, so Carbolight Treeborn going in, sending those in. 2 attacks each, 1 for the leader. And they'll need 3s. And they can reroll 1 because of the Archon nearby. Okay. Yeah, it's only 2s for ballistic skill for being Treeborn.
I take
4s, yeah.
4s.
I'll take 4 up armor saves. I've lost a model. They've done their bit to help out. So we'll lose that model there. We'll go that model there. It's just really not going to make much difference here. 7 casualties taken. So logically, you probably want to fight with Drazar next.
Do you not now get to fight?
When
does Drazar activate?
Yeah, we've had this conversation before. We'll see if there is a chance for me to fight here. We're down to alternating choosing between us, 1 unit at a time either side. So it could be me.
Well, no, we're at the end of the turn.
Yes.
We're at the end of the turn. We're at the end of my...
Charges.
Yeah, my charges.
You charged?
Yeah.
I think you're just going to fight again.
Because you don't get to fight until all of the other units
that have charged.
Eligible.
Yes, yes.
So does that...
It's a tricky one. It's if you know the... I think I know which way we're going to play this, but if you know the answer for definite, then leave it in the comments section. But I reckon because Drazar has charged, if you hadn't charged, say for example he'd been locked in a combat previously, then we'd be down to alternating units. But I think because he's charged, he counts as a charging unit even with his second lot of attacks. Tom's going to check the rules here. It does sound a bit broken, but Drukhari HQ choices are notorious at the moment for being particularly nasty.
This model can select to fight one additional time in each fight phase. It must be eligible to fight each time it is selected to do so.
Yeah, I think you can. Go ahead, Tom. Do your attacks here. Second round of attacking from him. Because he charged. He's a charging unit, so... If you know better, leave it in the comments section. Drazar's on the rampage yet. 3 models to slay. He should be able to do it by himself. 2s. All of them. You're looking for 2s or it's quadruple 1. 4. I could stay alive here. It doesn't feel right. Yeah, they're dead. 2 damage a time. That's the end of the Rush Stalkers. Goodbye to them. They tried to stand up to the attacking units, but overwhelmed by too many nasty attacks coming through from multiple Drukhari characters. Yeah, the conversation doesn't even matter because his ability, Ancient Evil, forces that unit to fight last anyway. So the Rush Stalkers would have fought last, regardless of who charged and who hadn't. So we'll take that away. Rush Stalkers wiped out. Tom has well and truly claimed this objective here. This one's secure. This one's been claimed. A little bit of AdMech resistance, but the game's swung around. We deployed this way, but it's now virtually split lengthways across the board. Is there anything left to do?
Nope.
Did AdMech get to swing back with anything?
Nope.
No. Nasty, exceptionally nasty business here from the Drukhari. We'll give you an update on score. There's morale to resolve here. I'll roll it up now. They'll be okay, so this unit will hold, but not much resistance here at all for the AdMech over on this flank. We'll get an update on the score. I think the AdMech may be ahead still, but Tom's catching up on points. The game's quite even at this stage. Okay, so 17 points to 26. Okay, so AdMech are ahead, but Tom's caught up in points to some degree and has dished out a fair amount of damage here. This is end of turn 2. There's a lot of damage been taken by both sides. Very, very vicious fight in a very short space of time.
And your banner's down.
And my banner's been lost as well. I'll remove that as well. Good work with the Drukhari. I thought the AdMech had the upper hand quite significantly there, but with some nasty combats, the game has leveled up. It's limited number of units now for both sides, and gaps opening up across the board. It'll be interesting to see how the next few turns play out. There's plenty of game time left. 3 turns remain. We're going to the 3rd turn of the game. Okay, movement complete here. Swinging across in this direction with this Dune Crawler. Holding position with these Rangers. Cross here, Breachers moving on to the crater. Moving forwards a little bit there with the Dragoon, but holding on to that primary. 10 points picked up for us for primaries here at the start of our turn 3. Belisarius Call moving across here, but conscious we need to maintain position on these primaries. Moving through here, this Dune Crawler. Tech Priest moving up behind and has raised the banner on this objective. So movement complete. Shooting phase next. Okay, Skitarii firepower has been resolved here. It's been pretty good. We've wiped out a number of units. So, first of all, sniper rifle firepower into the succubus caused a mortal wound, a 6 being rolled, but then Tom passed 2 invuln saves. Then galvanic rifle firepower wiped out the incubi. Good shooting from them, 2 shots each, a good number of wounds coming through. Then the succubus was left. We picked her off with the Gatling rocket launcher from here, then firepower from this, firepower from some of the breachers. Managed to bring down the flyer, so the Void Raven bomber has gone. Split firepower from this, took out 4 of the witches, removed from that squad, just the one left, and then firepower from it as well, took out the venom across there as well. Busted morale with her, right? She's gone. This is the turn finished here, so she can be removed from play. This is, it's been quite brutal from the Adeptus Mechanicus this turn, just clearing away multiple units. The biker that was here as well has been solar atomized.
Did you mention you gave them all the +1 BS?
Yes, I need to mention at the start of the turn, a number of factors involved here helping the Admech out at this point in the game. So it was at this point, knowing that it was firepower that was required, we played Protector Imperative, which gave us +1 to our ballistic skill, and it has reduced our weapon skill down. We've got no combats at all, so that's the exact right time to play that. We also played Shroud's Arms. The whole army's gone into light cover as well. It's not going to help too much, but we'll take every bonus that we can with that. But 2 up, 2+ ballistic skill going on, +1 to hit aircraft. This made these very, very deadly against the flyer, with the Skitari rerolling a single hit roll as well, coming in useful. So firepower turned particularly nasty on this round from the Adeptus Mechanicus. No charges to take place. We will look to see what points have been picked up and a fresh score. Yeah, so points have been flowing in. 10 points for primaries, 2 points for destroying the flyer, 2 points for engaging all fronts, and then a point was picked up for raise the banners as well.
41 at the end of your turn.
41 points at the end of our turn for the Adeptus Mechanicus. They're keeping the points flowing in here and cutting down the number of units available here for the Drukhari. So turn finishes, this is the middle stage of the game. We'll go on to Drukhari turn 3, but sensing...
I don't think
it's
more like the end of the game rather than the middle stage.
The glass hammer could be shattering here, we'll see. It's a stretch, but Tom does have some resources left. But Admech firepower, sort of a crossfire taking place here. It's making the place a very dangerous area for Drukhari units. We'll go on to Tom's turn 3 next. Okay, movement's complete here. I was just saying limited resources here for the Drukhari, and units that do move around are going to get caught in a crossfire here, so it's proven to be difficult. So holding back with this one. This squad here is camping out on the objective, trying to make use of the line of sight blocking terrain, obscuring terrain. This squad here is going to deploy scramblers.
Deploy scramblers, yeah. I need to just get the points.
Get the points flowing in.
Otherwise it was try and blast the vehicle, but yeah there's not much else I can do, to be honest.
Characters moving through. Venom's advanced.
Yeah.
Across here, so Tom trying to camp out on this objective to keep the points flowing in, but difficult as no man's land has been created now to try and get through to these Admech units, which can lay down some nasty firepower. So movement complete. We'll go on to
one shot.
Is that it?
That's literally all I have here.
Right, Dark Lance.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Hits.
Nice. Win. Nice. 5+ invuln save. Blocked with the Eminentus force field. Shooting phase finished. Charges next. Okay, charges taking place. Drazar's gone in again. Yeah, go ahead, Tom. Twos. 6. It's not even worth rolling the dice because it's going to get to fight again. Oh, we'll make you fight again. 4 dead. Yeah, 1 model left in Defiance. Oh, no, 2 left. Okay.
The boat. Force. 2.
It's -1, I think it is. So 1 model slain, 1 survives.
Anyone in particular?
You can go, yeah. Draw again. 6 attacks.
Yeah, well, I'm rolling 2, 4, 6, 8 attacks, isn't it? +2 for the split blades.
Split blades, yeah, go ahead. Yes. 2s.
7.
I'll just roll 6, looking for 6 6s. No, right, slaughter.
If it makes any difference, do you want to attack back with him? Because he would have got to have attacked back.
I don't think so, no, because you charged.
No, but I didn't have fight last on him. I had fight last on them. I didn't have fight last on him.
Yes, no, this is... It's still not ironed out, this, whether he gets to fight twice, and because he's charged, fight twice.
I think it's to do with the activation. So, you activate him to make him legal to attack.
Yeah.
Then you get to... That's his activation. And then you get to attack him back, and then he gets to activate again.
Yes.
I think. But the reason it worked over there is because...
You're forced to shut me down.
Whilst I've still got people that are eligible, and he then becomes eligible again, I can fight again. But here, I think you can hit me in the head with a sniper rifle.
Fine. Hit him. Wounded him.
No.
Nowhere near. That's 6. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's that squad wiped out. Drukhari on the rampage. It's impressive to watch him cut through stuff so quickly and efficiently. Movements or combats resolved here. Nice clean work from the Drukhari. They have well and truly cleared out. You can imagine the heaps of bodies here. Burnt out vehicles that have detonated. Loads of cloaked red. Adeptus Mechanicus units here, Rangers slaughtered, Vanguard destroyed, and then Drukhari units been destroyed here as well. It's a slaughter. We've removed the models from play, but you can imagine
Well, the score
the heaps of dead.
sits at 41 to Admech and 38 to Space Pirates.
No way. Okay.
So I've got another point there for Take None Alive. And for him wiping out a unit in close combat.
And your deploy scramblers has boosted you up as well.
Deploy scramblers was 10.
Nice work.
And I got 10 primary that time.
Very good. The game is running close here. Good to see both sides running close. It's been a well fought battle, this one. Admech, slight advantage with them. I don't know. The game's going to roll on. Turn's finished. No morale to resolve for anybody here. So we'll go on to turn 4. The Adeptus Mechanicus. Drukhari units quite well hidden away. We'll see what they can do. Number of units available to shoot if they can acquire a target. We'll go on to turn 4 for the Admech next. Right, so movement complete here for the Adeptus Mechanicus on turn 4. 10 points picked up for primaries for the 3 that we control. I've moved him back in this direction right up to the edge, so we're just about in this table quarter. 13-inch advance move made by the Dragoon. 4 inches crawling through the crater with the breaches. A bit of a swap taking place here. It's an advance move made by the Tech Priest engines here over to claim that objective. He's claiming this objective here, and then Belisarius' call is on this objective. Don't want to get too far up this part of the table. Drukhari is on the loose. Movement done. Shooting phase next. All right, firepower's been resolved. So again, the Dune Crawler's doing well here. So Venom destroyed. Then across here, Gatling rocket launcher from here, just the 5 shots going into the infantry, and then firepower from half the breaches as well, wiping out the Trueborn that are on this objective. That's quite vital, losing that one there. And yeah, sort of, because you're still going to get your 10 points anyway for controlling 2, and then that's pretty much it. Firepower resolved, no charges to take place here, so turn comes to an end for the Adeptus Mechanicus. Now, what we have here is 3 points for engage, yeah, because we've got this unit in this table quarter. That unit's managed to cross into that table quarter as well. And then 2 points for banners as well. All in. Okay, so Admech keeping the points flowing in.
1 point for bring it down.
1 point, yes, for destroying a vehicle. Okay, turn comes to an end. We'll go on to turn 4 now for the Drukhari. Yeah, it's on turn 4 here for the Drukhari. Not much left. Tom's going to abandon the central objective. Admech will max out on primaries anyway, so instead he wants to keep his primaries flowing in. So the squad's embarked inside the transport, which was moved across, quite straightforward. Across here, Drukhari's advanced through the barrels, looking for another target here. And then the Archon just tucking on top of this objective, still with his 2+ invuln save shield available to him. Movement's done, bit of shooting. Here next. So shooting phase, we're on charges at the moment, but shooting phase has been resolved almost with the Dark Lance took out the Dragoon, so Tom's going to try and finish him off in close combat. Just 1 wound required. Tom rolling up dice. Drukhari's made it in as well to go for another round of combat against an Admech target here.
4s. No.
This is going to be close. Trying to get a wound if you can.
No. We're going to re-roll it. No.
No, oh, we're going to survive. It's okay. And then Drukhari to take on this vehicle. There's 11 wounds to try and chew through here.
I'll go for the normal without the splitting.
Okay.
Probably still.
I think 6s are helpful for you for damage.
Well, there's 3 6s. So the.
What does that mean? Tom's going to check the rolls. I'm going to take a 5+ invuln save. Failed all of them.
So that's 4 damage each. 12 damage.
No way, Jose.
Yes. Jose's a lovely man. So it's a single bladed attacks, which is what I did at damage 3.
Yeah.
And 6s are an extra 1 damage, aren't they? Oh no. That's just for normal incubi, is it?
Yep. I'm scary.
Oh, so that's just 9 damage.
9 damage. Ridiculous. That's... Oh, he gets to fight twice. Right, so you're going to let me fight. I rolled a 1 attack. Fight again.
That wasn't as good.
Okay.
That's a 6 again.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
I can't even press the red button even if I wanted to. I would love to have pressed the red button. But I could roll a 6.
Yeah, there we go.
Just found the red button. Who needs a CP to press the red button? Damage?
Drazar's literally...
2 more wounds.
I don't know whether anyone watching has seen Ghost in the Shell, but the end of Ghost in the Shell, the manga, where she's on top of it, on top of like the spider thing, like ripping its circuits out and things, that's what he's doing, but it just blows up whilst he's doing it, which doesn't go very well.
Wow.
I'll push him 3 inches towards Mr. Claw. Yeah.
Okay, there he is. What? It's a man on a mission, for sure, in this game. Oh, we're going to fight back here with our taser lance. 3s. There's a 6. So that will be like this. 3s to wound. 1 wound comes through. Which is fouled, and it's 2 damage being caused. Okay, turn comes to an end. We'll see what points Tom's picked up. Okay, so score at the moment, 57 points to 49. This is a very close game. Once again, Admech just have their noses in front, I reckon, at this stage. We'll go on to their turn 5, the last turn of the game, coming up next. Admech, I don't know, we'll see what happens. We'll go on to their turn 5. The very last turn of the game is required to see who is the victor. Okay, so at turn 5, 10 points picked up for primaries. We've maxed out on that now. Belisarius School's moved across. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get a showdown between these in this game. Disengaging from close combat with the Dragoon, moving forwards 4 inches here with the Breaches, getting ready to shoot and maybe charge, and then holding position just here. We'll go on to shooting phase next. I'm going to atomize him. 3 shots. 2s to hit. I'll reroll that one for Skitari. Oh, you've not fired this. Yeah. Take for 10. I have, yeah. 2s to wound. There's all the wounds. It's AP -4. 5 plus invuln save.
Failed.
Blocked 1. And damage of 3. He's gone. We never did get to fight. Sorry about that.
Don't worry, the outcome will come through.
Oh, forgot about him. He's just tucked in there. And so that's that firepower resolved from Belisarius Call. Going to try and crack open the transport vehicle. We'll offload everything that we have into it. So we'll go for the Daedalus.
I'll go for...
Lightning fast. Reroll that one for Skitari. Yep. Wounded. Sorry, hit. Wounded. 5 up. No. D6 damage. 5, he's gone. Does he detonate? He does, another detonation. I think you're going to hit me.
Oh dear. I might actually kill one of them this game, you mean?
5 plus.
No!
No, wound caused. Okay.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Oh.
Does he blow?
Nope. Good few detonations in this game. Okay. So, target destroyed. Models, I think they've all survived.
I haven't rolled for them yet.
Hasn't rolled, okay. Going back to where they were. They got into the vehicle thinking they were safe, it's detonated, and then they've disembarked once again. Disembarkation, going to shoot at them with the breaches who've missed entirely. No hits coming through from them, so Tom will claim that objective with those. Shooting phase is finished. No charges take place. I'm stuck on the crater there. I will not be able to make it in against the Drukhari. So turn comes to an end here. We'll maybe calculate and see if the game's worth continuing on to Tom's.
Your engage.
Yes, my engage is over, yes, because of that unit being destroyed across there. We'll get an update on the score, and then we'll figure out whether it's worth carrying on at this stage. Maybe make a prediction.
Well, I just need to do like 2 moves, and then that's me done.
It's all over. Okay. Yeah. Turn 5 for the Drukhari next. So on turn 5, Tom says he's lost. He can't win. So instead of trying to pick up the 10 points, it's a friendly game. He's going to try and go after Belisarius Call. And so we'll go straight on to... This is an advanced move that's been made, so we'll go on to charges. Do you charge, Tom? Can you make it?
Probably not.
So has he used his fight twice thing yet? No, he saved it.
No, I think it was Jazar that ended up finishing it.
Dear. In he goes.
Oh,
So
how much was that?
We didn't get it as an 8. We didn't get a Drazar showdown, but we will have the Archon taking on Belisarius. Aha! Now that is a good move. If you kill him, you'll still get your 10 points. Nice way to finish.
7.
7 attacks the Jin Blade.
Don't I wound myself with the Gym Blade? Is that on?
I think so, could be. Yes.
4, wasn't it?
He's a tough old slug. Have to win.
Hooray!
Nothing coming
Let's
through.
go. Should we do that again? But you
Fight
get to
twice.
me first.
I get to fight.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you got 2 up invuln save.
That doesn't mean anything with my dice.
I'll swing with the axe. 2 wounds come through, 1 at a time.
Told you.
Oh, you're joking. You can't be rerolled for any reason. 2 damage taken. And then an armour save here, which maybe pass.
Does
No.
the info not drop down? It's just...
No, it just disappears and you're down to regular armour
damage?
save. Yeah, 4 damage taken. Ouch. So the correct way of resolving that is we're just checking the Gym Blade here. It's rolling 1 dice and getting a 1 will cause them all to wound. I still have the Mechahedrite Hive to
At
attack
the
with
end
as
of the
well.
fight phase.
Right, so he's still alive for now. I'll see if I can kill him with the Mechahedrite Hive. So that is 2d6 additional attacks. 6 attacks. Lean 2s. 3s to wound. 4 more saves at normal armour.
Got him.
Oh, close.
What's his armor save?
5 up.
Oh, I would have had my CP for this turn.
Go ahead.
No.
Oh, got him finally. He's gone. Archon's gone. That means the 10 points won't come in. A noble fight here, but Belisarius Call prevails against the Archon. Turn will come to an end now. We'll give you a final score. Points-wise, it's been close enough, but Adeptus Mechanicus have picked up victory here in this game, but it's been an expensive cost for them. A lot of units destroyed. A vicious fight here against the Drukhari. A good matchup, this one. But Admech, debuting with their new codex, have prevailed. They've broken this glass hammer army and have victory. We'll give you a final score and a breakdown of the points that have been scored by both sides. Okay, so we've got a points breakdown here. So we'll run through Tom's first of all. So for primaries, 30 points in total. Secondaries, because of the transport vehicles being cut down, struggling for engagement fronts, 5 points picked up for that. Take them alive was pretty good, 9 points in total. Then deploy scramblers, Tom did get the 10, it was the best performing secondary that he had. So a total score of 54. Adeptus Mechanicus though, strong on primaries, maxing out, 45 points picked up for that. So that really helped them on to victory. Engagement fronts proved to be pretty good, 12 points picked up for that. Raise the banners was okay. 7 points picked up in total, and then bring it down, destroying all those transport vehicles and flyers and so on, 10 points picked up for that. So 74 points to 54 points in the end, so it is an Adeptus Mechanicus victory. So that's the game. I hope it's given you a good flavour of what the Adeptus Mechanicus are capable of. Plenty of layers to the rules to learn. We've seen the older units perform. Some have done quite well. Others have question marks over them. And then there's the gaps here created by the dropping the Imperial Knight for new units to be added in. We'll talk about units of the game next for both sides. Okay, so Drazar Master of Blades for the Drukhari, utterly deadly here in this game. It was a joy watching him, but he was swift moving around the table and utterly ruthless in close combat. The Adeptus Mechanicus, I'm going to give it to the Dune Crawlers. Their firepower, long range firepower, which I believe can now be split. They don't all have to fire at the same target. It's more accurate than before and decent against all different types of targets as vehicles, infantry. Yeah, it's pretty good. And splitting them up across the board, it's difficult to get rid of all of them here in this game instead of clustering them together. So Dune Crawlers have it. in this fight, and then Drazar Master of Blades for the Drukhari. That's the end of the game. I'll call out the patrons at silver level. So that's Darren Gardner, Denny Wright, My Shield is Discussed, Peter Goodall, TC, and Zachary Lee. Big thanks to their support at silver level. And you can check out in the end credits for all of those patrons, supporters on the channel. Great game. Keep a lookout for more Adeptus Mechanicus content. You've got the battle report here, Codex reviews live, plenty of painting tutorials as well, as you paint up your own AdMech force. Great game. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.